हेलो एवरीबॉडी एंड वेलकम बैक टू वन डे वन सिस्टम सीरीज। आज की हमारी सिस्टम है इंटेग्यूमेंट्री सिस्टम, यानी कि डर्मेटोलॉजिकल सिस्टम, डिजीजेस ऑफ द डर्मिस सिस्टम, द पैथोफिजियोलॉजी, थेराप्यूटिक्स, फ्यूचर डायरेक्शंस, एवरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू कवर टुडे इन अ शॉर्ट स्पैन ऑफ टाइम। सो क्विकली सभी लोग जुड़ते चलेंगे। तो स्किन एक ऐसा बैरियर है जो कि प्रोटेक्शन के लिए इन्वॉल्व है। टेम्परेचर रेगुलेशन, होम्योस्टेसिस, थर्मोरिसेप्टर्स, सेंसरी परसेप्शन, कोई इम्पल्सेस या सिग्नल्स आता है उसको परसीव करना, इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स बिकॉज इट इज अ एक्टिव इन डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म। एंड जब स्किन एब्जॉर्ब करती है सन रेज को, सो विटामिन डी इज सिंथेसाइज्ड वाया 7 dihydrocholesterol, 25 hydroxycholecalciferol, and finally calcitriol. Skin has three layers: epidermis, which is the outermost layer, dermis, the middle layer, and the hypodermis, which is the cushioning fat. So, hypodermis is made up of adipose tissue for insulation and energy storage. The dermis provides elasticity because of presence of collagen, so that plumpiness. आजकल collagen boosters वगैरह काफी चल रहे हैं to provide that good plumpiness, firmness of the skin, ताकि skin ऐसे लबड़ ना जाए. Epidermis layer, which consists of keratinocytes, that is why dead skin cells काफी बार जमा हो जाता है epidermis layer पे. Melanocytes, it acts as a pigmentation and barrier function, which is made up of squamous epithelium. So appendages of the skin. Skin has hair and nails as appendages. Nails protect the phalanges. Hair provides the physical protection. And the growth is modulated by the hormones, of course. काफी बार आप कहते हैं ना मेरे बाल झड़ रहे हैं, the hair follicles are dying, or the hair shaft, hair root is being affected. So it is all because of stress, hormonal imbalance in your lifestyle. Many times there are keratinized cells which become dead and they deposit, leading to psoriasis, leading to dandruff and seborrhea like problems. Glands, we have sweat glands, which is secreting sweat, and sebaceous glands, which secrete sebum for the lubrication of the skin. So the sweat glands are of two types: apocrine and eccrine. Apocrine is in the armpits and the groins, while the eccrine is present almost in all the places. The barrier integrity, it prevents the water loss from the skin, dehydration, blocks entry of some unwanted pathogenic organisms, and also protects from harmful UV and UVB rays. But still, we have to apply the sunscreen, the SPF factor 30, 50, UV star protection 3 and 5 for the same. We have nociceptive receptors which detect pain, thermoreceptors which detect temperature, mechanoreceptors which detect pressure. ये सारे आपके स्किन के लेयर्स में रिसेप्टर्स हैं. And you have Meissner's corpuscles, Pacinian corpuscles as well, which are in the dermis layer. So thermoregulation के लिए we have, whenever there's a hyperthermia or cooling response, sweating, evaporative cooling is observed, and vasodilation of the blood vessels. Similarly, whenever there is hypothermia response, blood vessels contract, shivering to muscles to generate the heat. So hypothermia हुआ, blood vessels constrict करेंगे, muscles contract करेंगे, heat generate होगी. यानी कि टेम्परेचर जब गिर जाता है हाइपोथर्मिया में, तो टेम्परेचर बढ़ जाएगा इस हीट जनरेट की वजह से. हाइपरथर्मिया में जब टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है तो वैसोडाइलेशन करेंगे एंड इवेपोरेटिव कूलिंग. स्किन कंडीशन बहुत सारी होती है: पस, एब्सेस, पुस्ट्यूल्स, एरिथेमा, एक्सेमा, सोरियाटिक स्पॉट्स, राइट. तो स्केली प्लैक्स, जिसमें आपकी स्किन इन्फ्लेम्ड, रेड लाइन, व्हील फ्लेयर बिकॉज ऑफ हिस्टामिन रिलीज, क्रीजेस, फोल्ड्स पड़ जाते हैं. So these are all you mostly give either phototherapy, light therapy, या retinoids देते हो आप for the skin, for the acne. Niacinamide use कर सकते हैं, salicylic acid, topical steroids आते हैं, beclomethasone and all steroids you can use, creams, correct. Mupirocin ointment, lot of अगर कोई infectious है तो Bactrim वगैरह. For the infectious pathology, there are viral infections like the human papilloma virus, so for and HSV, in which we use vaccines and acyclovir-like drugs. Bacterial may Streptococcus pyogenes, Staphylococcus aureus. These are causing the impetigo. Then we have cellulitis, which is the deep dermal infection. The fungal infections are caused by mycosis. So there are ringworm, which is Taenia pedis. This is a worm, but it causes fungal infection. People get confused that it is a helminth. No, it's a worm. Taenia infection, athlete's foot. You have candidiasis, coccidioidomycosis. Mostly you give clotrimazole, ketoconazole, dusting powders or creams. or terbinafine and all orally, because terbinafine is highly hepatotoxic. So all of these agents are most commonly used. All of these agents are most commonly used. Then you have neoplastic disorders like the cancerous cells, carcinoma, as cancer of the skin, that is the squamous cell carcinoma, SCC. Then you have BCC, basal cell carcinoma. There are nodules formed. There are, the sun exposure. These are non-healing ulcers. So either you have to do radiation therapy or you have to excise this part. And then you have melanoma or skin cancer, which is characterized by transformation of melanocytes and formation of moles. So the melanoma detection is A, B, C, D, E. That is asymmetry, border, color, diameter, and evolution. Asymmetry, border, color, diameter, and evolution. So benign tumors invase, cause angiogenesis, and convert to malignant tumors. The diameter, the nodes, nodular diameter is being observed. Number of tumor nodes, size of the nodes is very, very important. Number and the size. Then the color, is it white, black, border, how is it irregular, colored edges, symmetry. So you measure the diameter, size, symmetry, as well as the color. Sometimes there are certain genetic developmental disorders like ichthyosis, in which there's keratinization, a lot of dead skin cells, thick skin, fishy scale. So you use lot of emollients, paraphenol and all, keratolytic agents. Okay, urea is a strong keratolytic agent. Albinism, in which there is absence of melanin. Melanin is responsible for the color, but many times an albino lacks melanin. Diagnostic modalities. So there are a lot of physical chemical diagnostic modalities that can be done, like the Woods lamp for fluorescence for the fungal infection, dermatoscopy, etc. There are confocal microscopy which can be done, and there are skin biopsies or scraping which you can do. The therapeutic approaches involve corticosteroids, antibiotics. Mostly we have diclofloxacillin. Surgery, in which Mohs surgery is important. For allergic treatment, you give histaminics, antihistaminics, antifungals, and phototherapy for UV star protection A and B. There are certain regenerative therapy, gene therapy that are now being developed. Also, maintaining a good lifestyle is important for the good dermatological system. So we have covered a lot of system stills now, like cardiovascular, neurological, endocrine, pulmonary, renal, dermatological. Tomorrow we'll be covering about the gastroenterological system. So stay connected, and this is for all the students of the healthcare professional, whether you're nurse, pharmacist, doctors, or any other. Thank you so much, everybody.